What's up, guys? This is Ian here, back with another episode of Google Sheets for Beginners. This will be my last episode in the beginners category. I didn't have too many ideas right off the bat, so I'm just doing a few episodes. This will be the third of three in this series for beginners, and then we'll move on to some intermediate tools in Google Sheets in a little bit. So, welcome to Formulas for Beginners. Google Sheets is a really powerful tool for mathematical equations and formulas, and it's not all there to look pretty. A lot of stuff has to do with formulas, and a lot of the sheets can relate to each other. That's more of an intermediate topic that I'll get to a little bit later. But for now, let's go over some formulas. So I've got 5 formulas to go through with you today, and as you can see on the screen here, I've done a row of 1 to 10, a column of 1 to 10, and another column of 1 to 10 in the A and B columns from 2 to 11. Just made it look a little bit cleaner with having these two cells empty. Anyways, we're going to go over some formulas. So let's start with some addition formulas. Got some addition here. So everyone knows that 1 plus 1 is 2, and there's a way to show that. So we can actually do either in the cell or outside the cell. You can do 1 plus 1, and it'll show up as 1 plus 1, and then you can go equals 2. And so you're just writing it. That's all you're doing is writing it. That's literally just filling in a cell, but that's kind of the general idea that we're going to be going with here. So I'm actually going to go into the D cell here, and what you're going to want to do is click equals. Now, you'll notice a question mark just popped up here, and it says turn on previous formula preview, which is kind of cool. So we'll do F9, just see what that is. Nope, never mind, turn that back off. So what you're going to want to do here is go for sum, and it'll bring up all of these. The rest of these aren't necessary. These are very advanced tools, actually, sum, product, and all those things. But we're just going to click on sum, or you can just go from the rest of it. And now it'll give you instructions on how to do this formula. So it'll be value 1, comma, value 2. You can also do a variety of cells, but that's more of an intermediate tactic as well. What we're going to choose here is the first cell, which is A2. And then you're going to want to click the plus key on your keyboard. And then you're going to want to highlight the next cell, B2. And then all you're going to want to do is close the bracket. And then you click enter. And your formula is there. Sum A2 plus B2, A2 plus B2 equals 2. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's the whole idea with addition. Another way to do it is just doing equals, and then you can highlight the cell 1 plus 1, enter 2. Same idea, a little bit less text. Excuse me. The sum function is a lot more useful if you're using it for a variety of things. So actually we can just add up all these. I'm not sure what the actual number is. I know this is 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55. So it should add up to 55. So we'll do equals sum, and then we will select this cell and we'll drag down. So it should be the sum of all of them, A2 through A11. Close the bracket. Should equal 55, which it does. So yeah, that works perfectly. So there's your addition. That's how addition works. Next step is going to be subtraction. It's literally the same thing. I'll just write it over here. 1 minus 1 equals 0, and then we'll get the same idea here. So we're going to equals 1 minus 1 equals 0 equals sum. No, is it sum? Ooh, I wish I remembered what this was. A subtract sum total. Subtract. I'm losing myself. Okay, well, that's fine. I showed it off. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm literally blanking on the spot. I know what the rest of them are called. I think. Why am I doing this series? I clearly don't know what the word for subtracting is. This is fine. It's fine. It's 1 minus 1 equals 0. We've proved that. That's what the formula says. We'll move on to multiplication next. We'll use 2 and 2 as the better answer here. So 2 times 2 equals 4. Oh, 2 plus 2 also equals 4. Actually, we'll do 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. So what we're going to want to do here is equals product, which is the result of multiplying a series of numbers together, and then you can just highlight them even. You go over, and it equals 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. You do the same thing over here, equals this times, times in Google Sheets is going to show up as an asterisk. You're going to want to use asterisks to multiply. Times that is also 9. So the asterisk denotes multiplication, and a slash will do division as well. So 4 divided by 4 should equal 1, and we'll do that real quick here. Moving on to division real quick here. So 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Perfect. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. These are just basic mathematical formulas. Very, very basic. Yeah. So now that we've covered addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, we're just going to move on to average, which is the last of, in my mind, the basic formulas that you're going to be using. And that's sort of why I laid out 1 through 10 here. So the average of 1 through 10 should be 5. I think it should be 5. If you add them all up and you divide by 10, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, if you add them all up and divide them by 10, it'll be 5.5. Make sense? Well, we'll find out. I don't remember. You're going to go equals average. You can even just type a few in and it'll pick it up. Average, and then we're just going to highlight this group of boxes, group of cells, and we'll close up the brackets, and the average is 5.5. Yeah, so we saw what they added up to, which was 55, and then you're going to divide that. We can even do it in here. Divided by 10, because we had 10 values to get the average, which is 5.5. And then we can delete the divided by 10 up in the formula here, and it should go back to 55. Yeah. So, and I'll get into cell referencing later, but I'll just use it here as an example. What we can do here is equals this divided by 10 as well, and that'll also get us the average. The average command is usually a bit better, but since we knew how many cells we were working with there, it made sense to just do it that way as well, and it's a little less writing. So the A12, which is this cell right here, 55, the value of 55, divided by 10, gave us the average. And if this changed for whatever reason, so let's say we have 5 now, then the total changed and the average also changed with it. So that's kind of how cell referencing works. This actually changed too, but we'll go back to 4. We'll use one that doesn't matter at all. 57, 5.7, we can do 15, 62, 6.2, same sort of idea there. So yeah, that's kind of just your basic formulas, and yeah, that's in my mind the 5 most basic formulas. This is wrapping up the Google Sheets for beginners. The next episode in the series will start on Google Sheets for intermediates. I've got some intermediate formatting that I want to talk about, and then there will be another episode on intermediate formulas, and that'll be the intermediate section. So, hope you guys have a good day, and I will catch you guys later.